Claudine and kids form the L word.
I ain't been sleeping lately, honest. And I get these headaches. I keep laying there thinking, maybe I'm going crazy.
I know what's wrong with you. You didn't have your cereal.
Friends of the main character's main concern is to get main character a man stereotype.
You didn't have your cornflakes.
In the 70s, product placement was so desperate that they had to use cereal as a euphemism for sex. Bus bypasses the same theater twice.
Good morning, Mrs. Winograd.
Oh, good morning, Claudine.
Guess who walked in 15 minutes late again?
White woman with a successful husband is a heavy drinker stereotype.
No, I don't think so. It's just that I don't go out.
Not a New York City accent, meaning that Claudine moved all the way from wherever she's from to be on welfare in one of the most expensive cities in the United States.
I'll pick you up at 7 o'clock. Where you live?
No, I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It's 139 Edgecombe Avenue.
Claudine changes her mind about going out with Rupert because he finds a solution to her boss's garbage collection problem. Rupert must have used his prehistoric MapQuest device. He drives right to the address with no number on the door and enters the building without hesitation. Rupert also gets the correct apartment number since Claudine didn't give him that information.
It's 139 Edgecombe Avenue.
A very bad place for this goldfish.
No one took his child to the toilet.
Lurleen is old enough to go to school, but not old enough to find the bathroom on her own.
Charlene, put that back on.
Mama, they rooting for Tarzan. He up there fighting 1,000 blacks, and they up there screaming, yeah, kick the shit out of him, Tarzan.
No, they weren't.
Mommy, you going away? You just got home.
Are you going out with him? Where's he taking you?
All right.
A group of 5 siblings who ask questions one at a time. Rupert leaves his nice car parked on a New York City street with the windows rolled down.
Would you like bubble bath?
Yeah.
Brown label on the top record changes to a red label. Rupert is able to open the door before the plastic card triggers a latch. Back in the 1970s, dish detergent suds were capable of reproduction.
Like a nice restaurant and some fine music and Chateaubriand and Cherry's Jubilee and Clams Casino.
Rupert forgot to get the Chateaubriand in the clams.
How'd you wind up with 6 kids?
Well, haven't you heard about us ignorant black bitches always got to be laying up with some dude just grinding out them babies for the taxpayers to take care of?
What she said stereotype.
Well, you know us black studs. No feelings, knock 'em up and leave 'em. Heartless, don't give a shit.
What he said stereotype. Strategically placed making out. Strategically placed everything. And L-cut sheets. Rupert takes the phone off the hook, knowing that the 1970s sound will interrupt his game.
Be nice just to sit here and watch the sun come up.
This is New York City. By the time they actually see the sun, it'll be noon. Someone was nice enough to paint the address over the door while Claudine was on her date. The small boxes of cereal in front of Francis disappear in the next shot. Francis's cereal disappears between shots. Francis is either pouring or not pouring the cereal between shots.
What time did you get home?
4 o'clock in the morning with chicken on her breast.
Charlene makes it through the morning talking to her 1970s mother like this.
What do you do with a garbage man till 4 o'clock in the morning?
Francis makes it through breakfast.
Hey, here comes the ice cream man.
Ice cream truck that rings a dinner bell instead of playing. I know it's 1974, but these pants.
She's coming up to the stoop, the social worker.
Claudine can get her kids to coordinate hiding the assets, but all other scenes with the kids are chaos.
Surprised, have you been working? No.
The social work only comes to Claudine's home on her day off.
I figured it out. It comes to about $1.35. If he brings my kid some soda, that's about 80 cents. Now, with quick figuring, that comes to about $2.15, Miss K-Bag. That's plus tax.
You tell me that's all he gives you, $2.15.
You're supposed to deduct cash gifts, not beverages. A 1970s mother who's working while all 6 kids do nothing. Claudine forgot to hide the phone, and the social worker doesn't complain about the phone. Rupe hiding behind the door on the left, Rupe hiding inside the bathroom on the right.
One big screw-up. Well, I'm glad
If Rupert wanted to stay hidden, he could have just stayed in the bathroom. Considering this is New York City, it's a miracle that this woman has so much time to make frequent visits to Claudine.
Do you live here or elsewhere? Is that a gift you're giving to the family? Do you contribute to the support of this whole family?
Whoa, lady.
Miss K-Bag fires off questions too fast for Rupe to get an answer in.
Otherwise, this would constitute a misuse of ADC funds.
Which is fraud.
Which is misappropriation.
Which is fraud.
Information session or a comedy routine?
Fraud.
Don't you hear me?
Fraud.
Point. Hit and run. Rupert threw away this nice table, and now he's using the card table as a dining room table.
What in the hell are you acting like this for?
Oh, crap.
Rupe opened the refrigerator, threw some items on the floor, and left nothing on the table to be cut up.
They're gonna find your ass. Social Security.
Oh, well. Getting your hustle.
Rupe throws away the packet twice. Scene?
Okay, who's having? Okay.
Woman on welfare can afford alcohol and tobacco stereotype. Claudine refills glasses without asking a guest what they're drinking. Claudine retrieves a new record that plays the same song that the previous record had been playing. Or perhaps that's a good thing, since the guests immediately leave the food line to dance again before they get any food. This lady failed the Bump 101 class. Paul rides this far on the streets of New York City with Francis on the handlebars. Claudine serves food at 4 p.m. All the guests left. Paul took this long ride and came back, and it's still daytime. After the party, Claudine slept all night in this blouse. Claudine lets Charlene backtalk her throughout the whole movie, but takes a brush to her as soon as she gets pregnant. In addition, domestic violence.
Why don't you talk about it, honey?
Don't have to say a word. Cut out on you, didn't he?
I made up my mind 6 months ago. It's just going to be me and the children.
These are the same women who told Claudine to get herself a new cereal bowl. The brown shirt strikes again.
I had a slight operation, a vasectomy.
In 1974, 18-year-olds could easily get vasectomies. Church bar combo.
Go on home, you drunken bone.
Charles finds him as soon as he recovers from his surgery, even though they all thought that Rupert had moved away.
Claudine is better off without me.
Dubbed.
What can I give her? Nothing.
Double dub. This is either a failed picket line or a failed sit-in. Charles scheduled an appointment to be at a protest on his mother's wedding day. Cop pushes lady and then tells her she's under arrest. The picketers decide to continue their picketing at Claudine's place. There were lots of picketers, but for some reason these cops only went after Charles and then decided, the hell with the picketers, let's arrest some wedding guests. Claudine jumps from the steps to the street. The police allow the kids to turn this roundup into a family outing. Credit roll over the triumphant end shot.